Hey guys, and welcome back to more Shin Megami Tensei V. Last time, we investigated the disappearance of Bethel's Dr. Nita, and in doing so, we sort of ended up killing him. You gotta admit, the optics don't look great. We're also teaming up with the guy that stole his soul. Yeah, kind of messed up, but it's not my fault his one hope and desire in life was to see a being like me. Whoopsies. Anywho, as revenge, I guess we will be parting ways with Mephisto. It's kind of what we do to those DLC demons. So now there's a free slot open in my party, which means it's time to get cracking on some new demons. In this episode, we're doing a boss rush of sorts. Not really. It's just, a bunch of bosses back to back. That is totally a boss rush, but you don't fight them all at once is what I'm getting at. To fully prepare for this fight, I want to stress an ice demon with Ice Flaroma and Bufubarion is going to win the day. Now, there is definitely a demon, which I don't know if I have access to the prerequisites for. No, I do not. Of the Tyrant race. Should be around level 77. We could actually not fuse him, so instead, we're gonna have to settle for a substitute. We could make Vasuki now, which is kind of crazy, but on to what the main point of this episode is. On top of this, I also realize, believe it or not, we are reaching the end of the game eventually, and if I don't show off all these special combos, they're going to show up in bonus videos, which, given my track record, may never actually appear. So, first and foremost, we're going to take on those special combos, which, oddly enough, are all in Shinagawa, and at the same time, get the reagents for our next fusion. In last episode, we actually made Melchizedek with, he should have it in his compendium. Oh, he does not. Well, point being, his compendium entry will have Impaler's Animus. We're going to pass that on to this future demon just because, well, in the future, a lot of demons will simply just not be able to be hit by physical attacks, or they'll just reflect them. Or pretty much like a majority of enemies in the future will have an ability to resist physical attacks. So to get around this, we're going to make Skaha with, where the crud is it? Impaler's Animus. Boon Boost also, I need to pass on as much as possible. And yeah. This demon, I never really had a good chance to make her, but she has a special combo in Shinagawa we gotta check out.
A pleasure, I'm sure.
When she talks, her mouth don't move. Does that mean that's a mask?
But of course.
I got my answer. Wasn't it obvious? I thought it was a face tattoo. Anywho, with that one taken care of, I also want to go to Dyad Fusion, just be a lot faster this way, and combined Kaiwan and Loki to make, where the heck you at, Loki, son of a gun, a Valkyrie. This Valkyrie is a lower level than Loki, but we're doing this for a good reason. I want to pass on Ice Flaroma, and is that it? Oh no, she'll level up enough, though, where she gets Resist Elec. This, is on purpose, and I might as well pass on some good passives, even though that will actually increase the price to summon her from the compendium. Pro strat. The cheaper you make the demon, the cheaper it will be. The ranks of spells definitely matter. Also, skills like Luster Candy and Medea Rahan really shoot up the price, but Resist Elec and now Ice Flaroma are on this demon, and we're going to combine. I guess I gotta X out again and go to reverse. Where is he? He's a little bit low of a demon. It's been a while. I want to say Byakko, but I got to untrain myself to say the Chinese name, which is Baihu. We're going to combine now Valkyrie and an Inugami to make a rather sturdy, actually agility is his highest stat, a decently leveled Baihu. I almost said Byakko again. Oh my god, slap me. Johnny, it's not that big of a deal. Yes, it is. And yeah, just passing on these skills. It's kind of funny. We're giving, Elec Resist to the Suling, which whole element is... Actually, I think his element is metal, so I don't really understand the whole electric thing. Then again, my feng shui studies, not something I'm actively practicing. Maybe those are elements that are somewhat adjacent. And now, we can perform the special fusion. Then McCool? Johnny, what the dump? We already got him! Oh, don't you worry. You'll see in the future. Anyway, with that done, let's head to Shinagawa, alright? First up for special combos, it's the Lone Satanta near southern Shinagawa, and the chicken, get out of the way. This is not your episode. Instead, you should definitely see where this is going if you're familiar with Kukulin. Skaha wants to chat. It's been a while, Satanta. Master! So you've come to the Netherworld as well! It's not as if I wanted to, though. The battles came to me and won't leave me alone. How reminiscent of my battles against Ife in the past. That must be deemed by fate as well. You and I live for the battles after all. Considering you, though, I assume you came to this netherworld to train. That is absolutely correct. I spend my time, day in and day out training, so I may live up to your name.
I see.
I like the fire I'm seeing in you. When you had first come to the land of shadows, you looked nothing more than a mischievous child, but now you have the face of an admirable hero. Who randomly attacks the Nahobino in the overworld. I guess he's doing it to train. He wants to test himself. A hero! I like the sound of that. Oh gosh, her mouth does move. It's totally a face tat. I respect it, Sky. I respect it. It seems how you easily get elated. Like that hasn't changed at all. It's all thanks to your teachings that the current me stands before you like this. Please, I'd like for you to accept this. I will be praying for the fortunes of war to be in your favor. Aw. Oh wait, that's actually really good. Heck yeah. Thanks, man. Peace. Thought I was gonna offer a scarf. You know, in some of the tales, Skaha and Khonsu were lovers. I guess not this one though, but yeah, now the mystery is solved. I've never used Skaha in battle. Well, that's not true. I've used her in other games, but I couldn't really see that well in this one. Anyway, I also grabbed a mermaid because we're doing that one next. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm doing it now. Whoopsies. Over in Conan, third block, we can locate the demon Kelpie, who... Did he have a special convo before this? No, I think only Mermaid gets the special treatment because, well, she's a new demon. She's new in town. Want to go horseback riding? A horse? I don't... maybe he'd be game. I don't... You have to have a big horse for a horse to ride a horse. I know. You're a Kelpie, yes?
And I know you! Aren't you a mermaid?
I heard that you lure people in and drown them. Is that true?
What would she like to hear? Oh yeah, totally! I mean, don't you sink ships in the ocean too? We're like sinker sisters.
So what's it like to make people drown?
What's it like? Normal, I guess. Sometimes it's like, haha, screw you. Sometimes it's like, what an idiot. I can't believe you fell for that.
I see.
What about you, huh?
I'm sorry.
Huh? What are you sorry for? What, you don't enjoy sinking ships?
Yes.
I just want to sing. Sing songs about the water, the wind, and the waves. But sailors always end up being lured in by those songs. Get sent to the bottom of the sea. It's for that reason they say I'm a bad omen.
That's why you're always gloomy and sad, I guess. Come on! You should be so hard on yourself! Besides, you're like a babe. They're the dumb ones for letting themselves get sunk. But if you really don't want to hurt people like that, maybe give some sort of talisman to protect them. Here, why don't you try this?
Oh, wow. He was actually completely genuine. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, a muscle drink or something stupid.
Here's hoping we can get in action together someday. Go, Sinker Sisters. Oh.
I don't know about that name, though.
The demon left. I thought he was trying to like, hey, you like killing people? I like killing people.
This does directly contradict those other mermaids back in Minato, though, but anywho. The last special convo I can do currently, which is kind of like not entirely true. There are just some special conversations you need very late game demons for, and well, some of those we don't even have access to, so the levels are going to take a while. This last one, though, easiest way to get to it is Tenozu Isle. It's right up that Mount Pior substitute again, and you know how fun it is getting up there, so The Tengu that surround this area have a special convo with our Amanazako. And I hope you'll forgive me, I did not prepare an Amanazako impression, so hopefully I'm close.
Ooh, are you a Tengu? Well, for a Tengu, you're pretty... Who am I kidding? You're a total weakling. Ugh. Hey, knock it off! Like little snot nose like you got any business calling me weak. But it's true, right? Huh? Isn't it? Shut up! So what if I'm weak, huh? What if I'm weak now? I'm gonna end up big time one of these days. You better believe it. And what about you? You're practically a baby. You didn't know? Guess not. I've got the potential to be a great Tengu if I want. I'm like super strong. Seriously. You a great Tengu. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, sure. More like a shrimp Tengu. You know, that would be useful to have around, though. Like I said, you're a little snot.
Aggie? What is that? I've never heard her say that.
Would you stop calling me little? Hey, I'm just telling it like it is, sister. No way in heck you ever gonna be a great Tengu. Not now, not never. What? Fine, I'll prove it to you. Huh? Yeah, how you gonna do that? Do you know the legend about me? Well, do ya? These fangs of mine can tear through just about anything. So you wanna see me do it? You do, right? I bet.
Amanazako seems to be contorting her face? What? The demon must have seen something truly terrifying. What the heck?
And that's how it's done. Now, do you believe me?
I want to see the face.
Yeah, sure. You're a great Tengu, all right. And now you're just being too honest. Boring. Still, I guess that's fine. Now then, I bet you'll want to do something super special for someone as amazing as me,
All you did was get ugly on a whim. What?
Maybe I could give you a gift to our new leader. A chakra drop. What? A little stingy, aren't ya? Come on, cheapie. You can do better than that, right? Pint-sized little selfish little heck no, I'm out of here. Oh, should I just do that thing again then? Is that what you want? Please don't. You're so aggro. Okay, fine. Is this enough?
A chakra pot. That's what we want to see.
I knew you had it in you. So charitable. I'm sure you're going to be a super amazing Tengu one day. Stick it in you, you brat.
Well, I guess now that demon knows how demon negotiation feels for us. I mean, he's like basically selling his life away. Makes sense for the demon negotiations to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. With that taken care of, there's about 6 or 7 left in the game, and like I said before, we'll save those for future videos. So it's time. It's finally time to head to Ueno, get cracking on this quest. But to ensure we have the highest chance to succeed, I'm going to do something a little controversial. Fionn McCool, since we arrived here in Taito, he's been, honest to God, carrying the party. 65 strength, 53 magic. But a weakness to electricity? I don't feel good about this. Sorry, man. But we'll summon him back. Don't sweat it. This is why we got Skaha and Baihu to make, well, a new, more enhanced, more buff version of Fionn McCool.
Welcome to the
And yeah, this is kind of like a fun thing. In case you're following this for a guide, I don't recommend doing this. Definitely don't fuse him away, because now you just lost all the stat increasing items you invested in him. But making him again does come with some benefits. Now that he's a different level, he will have 63 magic, which is a big boost. It'll actually be down 2 levels. So that sort of sucks, but we have more chances now to remove skills that we don't want, like Estoma, and, if I can add it, also get Ice Flaroma, meaning his Bufu Baryon, gonna be hitting for a lot harder. is there anything else I can pass on here? Oh yes, the important skill I spent all that time trying to get. Impaler's Animus. This one's sure now that we can use Makaluan on targets that would resist physical attacks. If we hover over the description, it increases the damage of the next attack, but also adds a pierce effect. Meaning, as long as the enemy does not reflect physical attacks, he's pretty much good. The only downside is that, yeah, 50 MP is a lot, and he doesn't have any innate support boosts, so we can't actually reduce that MP cost, but it'll be fine. And we're sort of using him as a caster at the moment, so
My sword is yours.
I think it works. We do have to level him up a couple times with the Grimoire, but see, he's back to business as usual. And he got a fat increase to his magic stat. Don't pay attention to that stat screen. But spoilers in there. So real quick, I need to use some Grimoires, get him level 74. Then we'll take this quest on, which yeah, we're gonna utterly decimate because now we. Did I mention this? I got rid of Dekarabia for our bird friend. And speaking of our other bird friend, yes, where Yata Garasu is. But as I said before, Grimoire time. Gotta keep procrastinating. Jeez. Now that Finn's back to level 74, we're going to increase his affinity with some Ice Sutras I just have lying around. There's no reason not to do this. Like, I mean, maybe I shouldn't use this many, but what can I say? He's like my favorite new demon. He probably is. I haven't like thought about it that much. And oh, we can't max out his physical affinity. It's kind of a pain, but whatever. We'll get over it. His skill potentials at the end of the day only adds so much to his damage output. It'll be more than enough. But yeah, now for that last quest. For ever since we've arrived, there's just been this giant demon on this highway. I guess you could call it a highway to hell. I have a problem. No, getting up to him has never really been the issue. It's just the power of this boss, which has more or less been the obstacle. Heads up, this is kind of a... It just goes all over the place with the level scaling, but here we have a rather imposing and... I don't know, something about those red arms makes him look intelligent. It's a owl serpent demon with really big muscles. Quite the combination.
You must be the Nahobino that slayed Khonsu. I am Amon. I am a tyrant, as well as the former sun god. Seeing as you were the one to defeat Khonsu, I would like your help with something. I want you to seek out two demons, Mithras and Asura. Then I want you to crush them and take back the winged sun crest. The winged sun is the source of the sun god's power. Only upon its return will I become a radiant being once more. Do this for me, and I shall add my strength to your own. Will you lend me your assistance?
Well, you do look really effing cool. But how do I know these demons aren't completely innocent? You know, I actually don't care. Let's do it.
Right. A wise choice. Then make your way to Chiyoda. They have set up formation in front of Tokyo Station. Confront them there and wipe them out.
You got it, boss. I'm not gonna ask you any questions. Gosh, I could just gush over this guy forever. Look at those eyes! Look at them! What the heck? Anyway, we gotta head to Chiyoda. Why? Because Amon said, that's why. Don't ask too many questions. Shut up. Where the heck these dudes at? They said they're gonna meet me by the station. I don't see them. Oh, did I get stood up again? Oh, I hate this. You sense the presence of a powerful demon. Or maybe two. What you gonna do? I sit around, I guess. Where are they at? They just, I don't know. They look kind of goofy if they're just sitting around out here. Come on, guys, get a chair. Mithras got the right idea. He's sitting down, I assume. Who's there? You! You're Johei! You got that right.
What? Not so-called hero Nahobino who killed Oryok?
Well then, Nahobino. What business do you have with us? Well, just being an assassin again. We do this a lot, come to think of it.
So Amon sent you here after all. I should have known. He's been after our winged sun for ages. With the news that Bethel's god has fallen, I suspect he might make a move.
This is an opportunity for us as well. The sun god's power will lead us to the throne. We can't let it slip away. You'll soon regret pointing your blade at us. We'll crush your teeth, slit your throat, and drink our fill of your blood. So our young nameless god carries a soul. How much of its power will be able to harness, I wonder? If you aim to stay alive, then show us now! Alright, here we go. The battle against Asura, the Hindu king of the Asura? It's kind of confusing. And also Mithras, who is a Persian god, who is really, like, his methods are... It's kind of the whole reference of the blood drinking thing. The interesting thing about these two being teamed up, however, is that in SMT5, Asura is more or less a demonization of the, like, Iranian god of Zoroastrianism, Ahura Mazda. That, it's got nothing to do with Hinduism, but he's here just to kind of fill in, you know, and finish off that trinity of the SMT1 bosses, as Asura was the final challenge of that game. And in case you're curious, I've done lots of digging into that Ahura Mazda thing. There's like borderline no connection. I get what they're going for, though, but it's not really true to the roots of the, you know, Paradise Lost or just really any modern history discussions that I could find. As far as a battle goes, though, these two just showed up a little too late to the party. They kind of puny, and we're just gonna quickly cuck them down so we can get to the good parts of this quest. I will say, though, their moveset is pretty varied, and they did put a lot of like time and care into the actual dynamic of the fight. Mithras has a lot of physical attacks, as well as Asura, but they both prioritize fire attacks, so watch out for that. Really fitting, since I guess they have the winged sun by their side to former gods being worshipped. Asura, if he is the demon form of Ahura Mazda, it makes sense for him to, you know, covet the sun god's power, given, you know, Ahura Mazda was a god of light. I'm just kind of, maybe I'm a little bitter. I just always want Ahura Mazda to reappear in the series, and he hasn't. Ugh. I guess Atlas's internal excuse. Well, you see, he's always been in the games, just as Asura. I don't know. I don't know if they actually like, even care about him that much. There's a lot of like demons that either I want back into the series or just probably have no chance of getting in. Jersey Devil. Now, keep in mind, I'm a little biased, because I'm, you know, from the US and all that, but he'd be really cool to see in 3D. As well as a demon from the Soul Hackers era. Turbo Speed Granny. I love her so much. She's so funny and cute, and I just want I want her back. She was in the animation for the opening of the Soul Hackers 3DS game, and I don't know. Maybe one day, if I get higher up, right, I can convince Atlas to be like, yo, they're dying to see where's Turbo Granny at. It's just such a ridiculous ghost tale, and I don't know. It's just fun. It sounds made up, but it's totally true. The general gist is that, oh, dang, he dead already. SMT1 Forsaken Hero must have sucked. Bro, beat him in one turn. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, it's canonically overly, like, extremely powerful when you think about it. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, if you go too fast, you'll see this old lady, and then she'll make you crash. That sounds so silly, but, like, you know, how ghost stories are in Japan. With a little, like, extra layer of, like, tension and all that. It seemed extra spooky. Oh, come on. Oh, that's no big deal. I thought I was going to take away his debuffs. Wait, it's equally a big deal. Anyway, Mithra, not a lot to say about. He's one of the more secretive, just demons in the franchise. As far as, like, actual historians go, we don't really know what was his deal. And a lot of that isn't really reflected. I always, like, think that he's, like, chilling in a, six-sided, like, no, like a 20-sided D&D dice. But I know that's not the thing. Maybe it is. Wait, is he naked in there? Oh, Lord. Okay. I think someone, like, asked about that in an interview. I could be making that up. Is that a Mandela effect memory? God dang it. Well, don't take that as canon. We're just trying our darndest. I will admit, our team is not perfect, but I kind of like it that way. I like how, you know, our team's sort of personalized. Except for Lakshmi, right? All these demons do have, like, some special relevance to the Nahobino and our main character and all that. And, oh, no. What we gonna do? Stop, Mithras. You're so scary. Okay, turn to goo. Thank you. For beating the two, you'll get their essences, which are pretty decent. We'll talk about them in a bit. Mithras is not so much, but, oh yeah, I forgot I even got the mermaid. Well, what do you two have to say for yourselves?
Higher gods such as us defeated? So this is what becomes of one who has reclaimed his soul.
We were fools. We misjudged the worth of the humans. That has cost us everything. To the winner goes Radiance. Now take the sun without reservation. It will remain once I'm gone.
Well, I guess that is the way of chaos, after all.
First Bethel, now you as well. Curses!
I don't even feel bad for them. They just show up to die. I don't know. I guess there's some sympathy to be had, but a powerful light started gathering in your hand, and the winged sun crest is ours. And we're that much closer to obtaining the Tyrant Talisman. I think you know where this is going.
Mr. Tyrant Amon, I finished the job. Please join my team now. Why is there menacing music? What the heck?
I sensed the moment that Magasuhi disappeared from this earth. Well done. Now, give me the winged sun crest.
I, don't see why not? Question mark.
I see my faith was not misplaced. How pleasing. Those demons failed in two respects. First, they made light of the power of souls, and underestimated the Nahobino. And second, they neglected to draw the full power of the winged sun. I am the legitimate heir to its power. That they do not see that I am the one destined to carry it was folly. Well now. And you, Nahobino. If there was one thing I did not account for, it was the extent of your own power. I see now. A demon with a soul can well surpass their own limits, transforming into something even greater than their name suggests. To say that they can rewrite legends doesn't sound near improbable as it once did. You are dangerous. If I were to let you go now, the only thing that would be able to stop you is another Nahobino like yourself.
Well, kind of saw this coming. Well, bring it, punk!
There's no need to be hasty. I pride myself on being more of a demon than any other. It is far more enjoyable for me to watch you succumb to anger and take up your sword upon revealing my true colors. I told you I would judge your strength, then offer my own. Well, I've judged that you are indeed strong enough. Now then, it is time you bear my strength. Let's just say I will vanquish you where you stand.
No way, a demon totally deceived us. Oh my god, who ever saw this coming? To round out this quest, we have a duel against Amon, a fallen god of Egypt, now diabolized and made a tyrant. And yet again, another figure in our world culture that is, well, associated with knowledge. His SMT5 depiction is just so great. Seeing this demon in 3D and seeing all of his animations, he's a really complex model. I love him. As far as a boss fight goes, though, it's more or less a standard affair. He's weak to ice, just like the others. I guess, you know, having the sun crest by your side makes that the case. It sort of adds up, but yeah, this is something I can get behind. There are a lot of Egyptian gods that appear in Paradise Lost, and well, having Amon being connected to that and being the... What is Amanazako gonna do here? She really doesn't have a lot to offer, but oh, I guess she's our subsidy healer. Having just Amon appear in SMT5 really... It checks a lot of boxes for me. I dig it. And just, well, him being the former sun god, it makes... He's a moon, okay? It makes sense. Oh god. That, like, I don't know what you call it other than a JoJo pose. Looks so cool to me. I referenced his giant red arms, though, in an interview with the Demon Desire for Amon. Guess I should probably specify. He mentions that he gave him giant muscly arms to make him seem intelligent, and I don't know if that's a meme with other people, but that always kind of cracked me up. I get what he's meaning, though. I mean, you know, opposable thumb is inherently a sign of, you know, intelligence. You can use tools. On top of this, he is a Devilman reference, in a sense. I think, I don't want to spoil something, but in one of the, like, the OVAs for Devilman or something, there's a demon called Amon. He's got big red arms. He's a big deal. Check out Devilman. I actually enjoyed the Netflix one, and gosh, I barely watch any anime, so that should say a lot. It was nice, but also very uncomfortable. I don't know. If my, oh gosh, should we heal? No, we're totally fine, except for the Nahobino. I guess, man, Amanazako's moveset is kind of lacking. Eat one of these! You know, Amanazako, why don't you use your stinking, like, blender mouth and just, like, destroy him? That'd be cool. Oh, man. Yo! He Tokyo drifting! In Tokyo. Ah, come on, bro. Be a bro. Messed up. Oh, well. This is why we American mode. Oh, I love spamming it, but, what do we do for everyone else? Well, luck would have it. Now we have at least a good excuse to use Impaler's Animus. This, gives us a 1.8 damage ratio if, well, the person doing that research did their research. I don't want to, like, say anything that's concrete, but I do think it gives you a charge effect, so that's kind of nice. But, man, when he sets up Makara-Karn, we just got nothing to do. This is kind of a challenging fight in that regard, but, oh, crap. I almost used Hades Blast. That would have really stunk. Now, Mechaloon, sure, it lost a little bit of its power, but now we can pierce defenses. It feels nice to be able to do 1,000 damage again. And, oh, why don't I use my Magatsuhi turn? I'm an idiot. Anyway, eat this. Whacking him with her sandal like a Latin mother. Megiddo Flame, though. That was a weird simile. Oh, don't. No, she's weak to that. Oh, crap. I forgot. He's yet to use Nile Claw, though, which I'm really a fan of. Why would you do that twice? What are you thinking? That move can crit, and it's kind of a... Oh, my God. He almost knocked us out. Well, almost isn't good enough. Let's retaliate and wrap this up. As far as the actual fight goes, he's not really too complex. He's just got some really nasty moves and Megiddo Flame, which, yeah, I like that little reference. Huh. A lot of fire going on in that part of the world, I guess. At least in mythology. Let's just finish him off with another Mechaloon. Oh, wait. No, we don't have Impaler's Animus. Dump. How much damage will this do, then? I'm not entirely sure. He's also resistant to light, in case you're curious, which is another allusion to having the Sun God's power. Can I finish him off with an attack? Why would I risk that when I'm this low HP? Screw it. Let's just get out of here and get a reward. Dang, he died like a pharaoh. He crossed his arms like that. That's so cool. Was that intentional, or am I just looking into stuff too much? I don't know. We'll get our reward, which is Amon's Essence, which I recall is pretty okay. So got that ice weakness, though. It's definitely not for the affinities.
Impossible. Even after regaining the Sun God's power, I was not enough. Is the might of a Nahobino even greater than that of the Sun God?
No. I'm afraid you have it wrong, Father.
It's Khonsu!
The power of Ra is great enough to take the throne. The Nahobino should not have stood a chance against you. The truth is, it's simply impossible for you to hold the winged sun. You're no different than the old Persian gods. You've been condemned to a life as a tyrant, and thus have forgotten your true name of Ra. You cannot use the power of the winged sun as you are now. I'm afraid that I can no longer call you my father, Amon.
So it would seem. Then here.
Hey, what? Hey, this was not part of the deal. Hey, what the?
Yes. That was my plan from the start. I will inherit the name of Ra. No one else. Sorry, Johei, but I'll be taking this.
Hey, hey, what? This is... We got like quadruple scams. What? Does that mean Khonsu's gonna go after the throne? I'm ticked. We did get the Tyrant Talisman, though, and if my math is right, we have them all. Yay. Also, now Amanazaka will have something she can do in battle. Receive a couple of fusion unlocks, but we're not done. There's still one task left to take care of. I don't know where Khonsu went, but I'm getting that Wing of Sun power for myself, god dang it. Backstabbing little turd. We should probably note of something, though, which is the Asura essence has a super powerful skill on it. I would never in a billion years get him for his essences when he gives you High Flits for Aroma, which we could potentially put on Finn McCool, making him do even more damage, but also Freikugel. That's right, the skill from SMT3 Nocturne, which we used to some effect in that game. No longer Freikugel EX. You can use it just as a normal attack. If you want an alternative to Murakumo, this is not a bad option. It has a high crit chance and just also a strength-based almighty attack. This is really stellar on any demon that has positive almighty affinity, because man, you can get that MP cost really low and just fire. That's, oh god, it's great. But yeah, Amon, for whatever reason, kind of sandwiched between Mithras and Asura. His abilities, though, whoa, I didn't realize that. He gets these skilled debilitate, which, Amon, you really should have used in that fight, buddy. Outside of that, though, there is his resistances. Not bad, but could do some work. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh, yeah, we gotta stop Khonsu or whatever. Whoopsies. How we gonna do that? Maybe we went back home to Odaiba. Let's check that out. Excuse me, Miss Khonsu's mom. Can Khonsu come out to play? I want to beat the crap out of him.
Johei, maybe you can help. Yes, I think I can tell you everything. Huh? Please stop Khonsu.
Lady, you gotta stop getting me to kill your sons. What?
Do you recall how he took the winged sun crest from you?
Yeah, how could I forget?
He also took Horus's head, which should have been kept safe. I'm sure you already know. Khonsu intends to gain the power of the sun god and become Ra. But his aim is not the throne, nor is he doing this for himself. He is doing this to save the life of a human named Miyazu Atsuta.
Yuzura's sister. That's pretty random. What will you ask? Yeah, why Miyazu? And why is her life in danger? What?
When Khonsu found the bearer of his soul, he discovered that the young girl was afflicted with an incurable disease. I'm puzzled why he didn't simply wait for her soul to reincarnate. Instead, he extended her life by giving her some of his own Magatsuhi. But even that has reached its limit. If she can't receive any more Magatsuhi, all she can do is wait for death. Khonsu had been searching for a way to prevent such a cruel fate.
So, this whole time, I mean, we knew Miyazu was sick, but what the heck? Khonsu's knowledge is in Miyazu. But like, you know, like, what's the problem with keeping her alive? I don't see. I'm in favor of that.
The answer he found was to grant her eternal life by transforming her into a god.
Oh, that's kind of not great, given what we're about to go do.
But Khonsu was so focused on saving her life, he was not consider whether that would actually make her happy.
Well, what about Miyazu? What makes her so special?
As you may have guessed, the girl has Khonsu's soul, his other half. Her body has been so filled with Magatsuhi, she is barely human anymore. If they join and become a Nahobino, she will be absorbed by Khonsu. The individual known as Miyazu will be lost. For those who love Miyazu, it will be difficult for them to accept this. For that reason, Khonsu has given up on becoming a Nahobino and withdrawn from the fight to the throne.
So this whole time, it's not that he didn't want to recreate the universe. He couldn't. What the heck, dude?
This is something that only I know, even among the other gods. At first, I assisted Khonsu, despite his perplexing obsession with a human. But after seeing the earnesty of the girl at his side, I began to understand what he saw in her. That's why I don't have an ending, or she will be unhappy. Now that you've heard everything, if you believe Khonsu should be stopped, then I ask that you help me.
The succession of Ra. Well, we gotta do something. For Miyazu's sake.
Thank you. Then we should hurry to the fairy village. I will go as well.
So in case it wasn't totally clear here, this entire quest line becomes completely inaccessible if you choose to kill Khonsu here in Odaiba. And man, that sucks, because this is one of my absolute faves. I am so looking forward to this battle with Khonsu, the rematch of the century. Oh my gosh, it's going to be sick. But do you recall when we were talking to Miyazu and she was mentioning that dream she kept having about a prince from a foreign land? Yeah, that was foreshadowing. God dang, I love this game. Anyways, the battle against Khonsu, I legitimately do need more time to prepare for. I know we have our souped up Super Finn McCool with no weakness. I'm pretty sure he has no weakness. Let me double check that. But we're still not ready, and I need to make sure we're fully prepared, because this is one heck of a fight. It even trumps the Taito trio, like, easily. So hope you guys enjoyed today's part. Got to battle Amon and some other wielders of the Winged Sun Crest. And, well, next time, we fight for it again. See you guys then. Bye.